Jesus! On this very, very, very bright, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning, before I can even get into this episode, I'd like to shout out to our sponsors of the day. That is none other than Nutri-Cologne Cleanser and Anita's Avenue. Now, in case you want any makeup brands that are genuinely given, hey, check out Anita's Avenue. I'll be giving you, of course, the details on that. For now, though, welcome to this, my random thoughts. These ones, okay. Trick don't kill my vibe. Trick don't kill my vibe. Just a week ago, not a week ago, that's like 2 weeks ago, we sat here and I was still giving you my random thoughts. Now this week, I think I missed out 2 weeks of lots of crazy stuff going on, and I also wanted to delve into them. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, I know I talked about it in Small in the other episode first, eh? Yo, you people, have you ever sat down and you feel embarrassed to say that you're from a place? Have you ever sat down and you feel very, very embarrassed for your own? Yo, I sat down and witnessed the uproar that came with Bobi Wine having his car, an armored car, and I feel embarrassed. I am embarrassed. Ibra, amawanga galaloloza tegalina bantu balina zi bulletproof cars. Amala mu Africa. Tetugenda wala nnyo mbazungu mu Africa. But then, an armored car, it doesn't even have RPGs or what. Just bulletproof. Uganda yonna nesasamala nekola bweti. Radio presenters are talking about it. TV presenters are talking about it. Journalists are talking about it. The state is talking about it. State players are taking time off from the things they're supposed to be doing for us as a nation. And they took the time out to talk about an armored car. Yo, fam. I would like to officially say I am embarrassed for us. I feel so let down by our society. I was like, wow. I do not come from here. I want to pretend that I come from a nation that is not going to be perplexed by an armored car. So since we're talking about that armored car, everybody clearly, mostly jumped into my DMs the moment Wujungo took a time out to talk about that armored car. This is how embarrassing it is. Nemuchachi yatukayo badia. Emmotoka ya bulletproof ne mu church ku katuuti yali discussed badia. What is our population? What? Naina muswaza. So Bujingo took a time out. He made some allegations. Some allegations I want to get into because everybody knows. I hate that guy. No, hate is a strong word. I just pretty much do not agree with his ideology. So Bujingo comes out. He goes, for all the words he spoke, kukatuti yako, nze nakwata mubi ebi ingasa. Bujingo, according to him, he says, there is no way Bobi Wine could get an armored car without the state being a part of it. I'm like, Pastor. He goes again. And he insinuates, because when you use those lines, he insinuates that the government and Bobi Wine knew about this armored car. And he goes ahead to say, governments and opposition speak a different language during the day and a different language during the night. I'm like, oh, well, Pastor, we know that. But my thing, though, is, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for us as a nation to take in that one man could just sit there, his followers felt that they needed to buy him a damn car, and we just let it go? Why can't we? Bujingo, in your infinite God-given wisdom, you took time out. Kukatuti ko. Kubudde bwendigazo. Kubudde bwa katonda. You took time out to discuss a car, a motoka. A motoka. You took time out. Yes. A motoka ngebogeza binji banai. And now, which goes to the most interesting part. After Bujingo said all those things, I'm like, well, so it is so hard for the whole country to believe that someone actually got an armored car to the right channels. Next thing I know, they're saying, oh my goodness, I think they fired the people at URA that cleared the car. Oh my goodness, I think this happened. Oh my, before you know it, you have people seated on political shows. Political shows, the political shows that are supposed to be telling us about how the economy is going to fare after this COVID-19 pandemic probably settles down a little bit. It's not going, it's staying, you know. Politicians who could be educating us on so many different things and trying to make our lives as citizens much, much, much better were seated on different politicking shows talking about a damn car. Y'all embarrass me. And like that wasn't enough. Then the same people come up and they tell us they're buying him a private jet. We're like, whoa. My question though is, so what? He got an armored car that can get him a Gulfstream jetliner or whatever it is called too. He's entitled to that. Those are his people giving him those things. And then for Bujingo to insinuate that, oh my goodness, the person that you people are supporting is asking for an armored car, and yet you, you have nothing. Bujingo. You think all of us have friends who want to buy us armored cars? Trust me, if we did, we'd all have armored cars in this year, Uganda. In this year, Uganda. If we all had friends who could kusonda for us on a daily and buy us an armored car, we would get it. I would get it. I would. Fuck, I would get a full car that probably even has a panic button, like when a drone appears, I just disappear. Damn it, I would get a real armored car. It would have an RPG, it would have M16s on it. That shit would be fire. I would get that if I could. Y'all need to stop being idiots now. It's a damn car. It's a damn car. We can't be such a young nation. I know I always say we're a young nation, but we can't be this young. Whole damn nation stood still because of a bloody car. Please. But as the car was being disguised, in comes Stella Nyanzi. Ibra, what's your take on Stella Nyanzi's thoughts? Do you have any words? Sitera yalia. Sitera yalia. And someone was like, whatever it is that they talked to her about while she was in jail, it got her thinking straight. I'm like, hey, Uganda, someone cannot have their own opinion. First off, we all know Stella Nyanzi. She's always going to be the chick who is, if the world is going like this, Stella will tell you no. That's her. Why are we even? Like, I need to understand why we're wasting so much energy on people who we know are never going to really change. We wasted so much energy. Next thing you will know, you will be at a state function praying for the president. You have to understand, this is a business. This is a business. Then the muda kumutunga Stella Nyanzi. That chick had her own agendas from the jump. Yes, struggle ya jitegera. She hates the dictator. She will call him names that I cannot use. But then when the people of Noop have something to say, oh, she gets so angry. I'd like for her to paint all these pictures, but you see, she's entitled to painting her pictures. I think we as a nation need to learn how to give very few people the energy they are craving. Let's take it there. Like mpuli that we abantu betu wanyo energy nge gwanga ngatebo tujibamba. Oh, see peace, see blissfulness. Buchanga malekera okogera ku basajja mivule. Isn't life good? Saje bamgulira nakamotoka ka rais. Na tukasekerera ne chivao, but he's not relevant. Ashbag Gato not relevant. Bajo not relevant. Full figure not relevant. You did that. You can actually make these people irrelevant. We need to stop buying all this energy out and giving it to these cards. I'm not even going to delve into Stella's situation, because everybody is playing a type of politics for their own benefit. That's it. Politics has always been for that person's benefit. I highly doubt there's a politician who is going to stand up right now in this time and this era and tell me that they are genuinely doing something for the people. Before the people come in, he has to put themselves first. Because in order for me to serve you, I need to stay alive, I need to have some money, some friends. That's just politics. Y'all need to ease up on this shit. Like, stop giving all these people that much energy. I'm just saying. Anyway, still talking about that. So after Stella came out with her thoughts on Noop, Nebigenda Maso, on the case in court, on the this and that, I'm not even going to talk about that court case because CG Tegeda. 1 minute we are in, then we are not in, then we are out. When we say we are out, then they finally say, okay, you're being out. You're finna pay us money for even wasting their time to come into the case. I'm like, okay. Somebody's collecting a check after all. Interesting. This whole issue is just not, I don't understand. And I actually, before I go forward, I wanted to ask, so, dear opposition, what's our way forward? What are we doing? I'm asking. You told us to get Endagamuntus. We got them. You told us to show up and vote. Oh boy, we did. You told us to keep all the evidence of whatever we feel is not right. Oh boy, we did. Then you told us you will contest it in court. Oh, we waited. Then after that, you tell us we are not contesting it. We are like, okay, you're not contesting it. Then what's happening? Then you tell us you're putting it in the people's court. Who? Me. You want Tina to be a judge in the people's court. Do you know my biases? So this people's court, I am asking Mr. Bobi Wine. You said to take him court here, man. How far with the case and the people? Just how far? How far with the case in the people's court? What have the people decided? Because now this now just pisses me off. Y'all is finding nice fancy words to keep us calm. We love being calm. Not that we want any violence. I don't want violence. I'm just saying. When will we ever get a politician who can tell us the truth? When? Just when? I'm not saying that Bob is lying. I'm just asking, so what up? No, at least Messenger tried. He went to court and it was a bullshit situation. Mama tried, bullshit situation, but they saw it through. You didn't even see this one through. And you didn't just not see it through. You gave us something as generic as, I put it in the people's court. Ibra, wakasale meke misango lero mu court yo. Sam, ogwa president okuba. No, not president. Ogwa Kaluuya. Gwenga Chief Justice Sam, wagusa zotia. It is in favor of who? Gwe wagusa lidde Bobi. Yeah. Why? Ndoza bana buli mwasabu meeting nga bwe yasazo omusango gwe. Ikuti abantu naye beereko kyekola kubanga nze bana ezabitegeera. Anyway, moving forward, I want to talk about something controversial. And I want to talk about it so that y'all can hit me up in the comment section and tell me if what I'm talking about makes sense, because I may not entirely make sense. So Stella Nyanzi, apparently, just a couple of days back, was it 2 days or 3 days? When was it? Ibra, when was that? When Stella's Facebook accounts were, what were they done? They were not deleted, they were suspended. And then when they get suspended, Chane pulls an ashbag kato on us and tells us that this is all because of Bobi Wine. She even goes ahead and says, Museveni is a dictator, but Bobi Wine is a dictator too. Or a worse one. I'm like, the goose and the gander, the kettle and the pot, all laughing at each other. Oh, wow. Here's my thing, Uganda. I have a question. Do you people understand the terms and conditions of you being on social media? Better yet, Stella, you're smarter than me. I give credit where it's due. She's smart. And she's not just book smart. Oh, she's smart. She's book smart, street smart. But my question is, do you understand that if 20 of us went to your Facebook and reported it simultaneously At the same damn time, Facebook is required to look into that. Better yet, make it make sense. You came out, said all these things in regards to your Facebook page, but did not even dare send us a screenshot of the reason as to why says Facebook says they suspended your account. Because you know, Ibra, that's what they do, right? But suspending posting neno byebyakuleetedde nga byo tewabitulaze ebyo dear kyetwagala omanyi. And I need to understand why everybody feels like, well, you're getting against Bobi Wine and your Facebook posts are put down. It is a Bobi Wine thing. No, you need to understand. It is not a Bobi Wine thing. It is just that the masses have actually found out that they have way too much power on social media. So tebajja kwerega naawe bw'okutandika okubalasanira ebintu ebitabasanyula. Just 20 people will report your account. So I don't understand why you people are trying to make this a war between Facebook and the citizens in the country. Someone make it make sense. Don't you people understand the terms and agreements of being on these platforms? That shit does that. But then again, now here comes the contradiction and where I said it's going to be a little bit complex. So I've been seeing what's been happening on social media. You know, I first noticed how big of a deal it was when Twitter had to actually ban POTUS. You know, the 45th president of America was banned off Twitter. He even tried to slide into another account and they're like, we see you. They blocked him there too. And then before I know it, it had happened earlier, but we hadn't yet noticed that social media was doing that. Ever since the pandemic hit, social media started this whole fact-checking. You know, when you write something about the pandemic, social media will fact-check it and put that kind of COVID-19 under your thingy for info check. And it kept growing and growing. Now, before you know it, social media is banning, gagging, blocking different users worldwide who, according to social media or those platforms, they say are breaching their platform rules. But I want to ask, am I the only one who's seeing it? Call it the conspiracy theorist in me. I feel like all these platforms are starting to act a little bit like government. Because if you tell me social media, the internet was created as a safe space. It is the only place you can go virtually, be who you want to be when you want to be. Yes, they did not overthink into it that, you know, in time you could actually go on YouTube and Google how to make an atomic bomb. They didn't see that through. They didn't. But I feel like social media is taking away my right to express myself. Do y'all feel that? Like, I can come with my fact, my truth, put it on social media, only for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, you name it, to say, no, that ain't true. But it's my fact. And I feel like this is not going to end well. And I feel like this is something we, the masses who are using social media, should look into. It is both good and bad. It's a double-edged sword. Yes, we wouldn't want people like, you know, Donald Trump and all of them, and Ashbag Kato and his friends and all those people just gallivanting on social media for, we wouldn't. Just like we wouldn't want wrong information to go to the wrong people or to get to the right people in the wrong way. We wouldn't want that. But I believe social media, these platforms, we really, really need to be keen as to understand what exactly is happening, because let's not forget it. This world is always going to be run by the technocrats. So ask yourself, what are the technocrats up to? Elon Musk wants to go to Mars. Or they're building a Mars hotel too. Look at these technocrats, people. Or they finna leave us on Earth. Or better yet, they think they can rule us. Check into that. Let's just say. Anyway, that's my thought on that. Anywho, Let me get into a topic that excites me. So this week, I noticed some new changes on radio. Big shout out to my girl Linda Den. I saw you just got your gig at KFM. Whoop whoop to winning. And big up to Rudende. You also Rudende went to Next Media. Here's the fun fact for me. Just a couple of Brazil was on a weekend bakubagayi wafe ku Twitter. Derek Fordy, Tenawera. You were on Desire Derek Ford's case on Twitter that he got a job that was advertised and they still gave it to an inside guy. I saw that drama. I'm like, dahula balu. But here's the fun fact for me, the thing that made it flip and I was in shock. Twitter totally bad boxed the whole Rudenda situation. How? Here's my thing. These people, and there's respect out there. Rudenda has been on radio forever. You know, for me, like those people who would do yo, but I tell ideologies is way. Hey, don't you guys get tired? Anyway, he gets tired. Nobody gets into the whole, oh, we need new talent talk. Why don't we ever do that? Dear TVs and radios in Uganda, what do you have against the new talent out there? What is so wrong in the industry that you feel you cannot take time out to find new talent, nurture it, and give us a fresh new vibe? Look, man, it's just sad. It's just sad when you see a person from my age group, you know, 35 and above, trying to communicate to millennials. But that's not even sad. Somebody of my age, 35 and above, trying to communicate with Generation Z. Have y'all met Generation Z? Them niggas is entitled and annoying. Huh? Why can't we move with the times? Of course, every industry is allowed to have that one connoisseur, that one guy who is like so good at their trade, who we can always keep up there like that. Because I don't think in Uganda we have anyone that good. In Brad, we have someone that good. My hopes would have been the late Ballet Francis. He could have been that someone. All the people who actually were on TV back in the day could have been our ones. But these ones here. Anyway, the message was, Kongs, let us hope you can capture your audience one more time. Because I have a thing. Like, y'all know. I feel like certain radio presenters, the reason why they never get through to anybody is because they're stuck up in a certain world where the common man does not even understand. You're going to listen to Rudenda and his ideologies and you'll leave radio feeling like you're not worthy. Be like, wait, are we from the same place? All I'm saying is we need some people who can connect with the right, with the time. Ain't nothing much to ask for on mainstream. I'm just saying on mainstream. And for us, the older cuts who are or have been part of the mainstream, this is the time we make money, Rudy. This is the time we make money. This is the time they come to us as consultants. This is the time we body up and boss up our CVs so that we can be the guy they go to when something has failed. Don't you people ever want to hear that it is not only Joe Edisabide who can help you set up a radio? Don't you? Don't you people want to hear that there's another guy in the UBC offices? Don't you? Come on now. Like, our TV industry angers me so much. Our radio industry angers me so much because tewetaga genda wala 45 minutes on a flight down to Kenya. Kenya. Do you know how much a TV presenter is paid in Kenya? Noziwulire mpewe ejja kuyita. Kati bw'osanga TV presenter akola ku TV ne ku radio. Ojja kugwa ensimbu. Anyway, my industry. We can keep talking. Kongs, keep recycling these old cuts like old hats and we'll keep turning tricks. Because I mean, you have Caritas back on radio to tell us what? No disrespect. Ibra, Do you feel you want to hear what Caritas has to tell you? That what? I'd like to have her every Thursday on Throwback Thursday. But I don't think I can have her on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, no. They can bring in these old hats every Thursday. Ngat radios on TV ya Uganda buli lwakuna. Kwata bana abali mu industry kuvadda ba Caritas, ba Rudende, ba Fatiboyi, ba Kristo, bani, ba Michi. Oh, bonabo. Ba Mosh. Mosh is a vampire. That guy has been alive forever, man. Not that we don't want him alive, but he has that Falelo Williams vibe. Jesus. Kongs though. Let's hope we can listen in. A topic that caught me Mubabi Jido. So, Daniel Kaluuya won a Golden Globe. If you don't know who Daniel Kaluuya is, easiest movie I can give you, Get Out. Big deal in the States. Jordan Peele movie, dope movie. Before you know it, they give Kaluuya another dope movie. That's, what's it called? Judas? It's called Judas something. I haven't yet watched it because I feel like I need to first digest it internally before I can watch it. And he won the Golden Globe. Before we know it, when he wins the Golden Globes, some idiots jump on Twitter to give us a headache and ask us why we are not celebrating our own Ugandan. I was like, which one? They're like, Kaluuya, he's Ugandan. Fam, I do understand that both your parents coming from Uganda makes you Ugandan. I do understand that. But how you finna relate to somebody who has never even lived here a day? How you finna relate to someone who only has a name from here? How you finna relate to someone who has blatantly, outrightly said it? He has nothing here. He was raised by his mama. Down in the Buzungurat. Mumwesibako. Reminds me of how Kenyans were jumping for Obama. Leave Kaluuya alone. Yes, if we're happy as a country, yes, we have someone who is from Uganda. But the question is, does he claim his Ugandanness? Does he claim you as a country? Let's stop over wanting. If these people don't want to claim us, let us not be at that desperate kachik you've chased away who keeps clinging. You know? Good for him. Matter of fact, we are happy for him. Oh, the Electoral Commission finally dropped new fake results. Oh, sorry. I'm confused. Let me take that back. So, according to the EC, they say all the results that have been circulating are fake. Fake, as in fake. They even put them on social media with a big-ass fake stamp on them. And then they released the right ones, which we have a problem with because they are turning out to be more fake than the other ones. But I guess in the mathematics, I swear to God, I wanted to believe that finally it was right. And I didn't want to be the person who goes on a merry-go song around and begin telling people, batu ba. No. So we bazitaddeyo nonge nentula. Twabaddewo n'abakugu banayinza simanyi abaana ku Twitter balina zi CV, they can count through anything, see through anything, get any info, research bamulina. Twatudde n'abaana ku Twitter kuba research ne tubala akalulu nga bwe bakatuteereddeyo ku EC website. Yamkama. I would like to officially buy you a glass of water because je tugende eno twandyetaaga amazzi mangi. Damn. Oh, they put them up and they're like, Zezo, what are you going to do? Will you die? No, they put them up. Did you die, Uganda? Did you die? Uganda. Please take the time out. They're actually on the EC website. You also take the time out and go equate if you have free time on your hand. Okay, away from all this stuff that we've been talking about, there's something I want to Banai, if you live in Kampala and have had the time to use what street is that, Sam? Budget Air Street. Port Bell Road, Old Port Bell Road. Chisitreat chidindako meat packers, street yeyongerayo kuzikirabu ezedde ezasooka, New Vision, BAT, you know that street. The fuck is going on? I saw those lines and I went back home, sat in my room, called my friend and asked, are these people leaving us? We don't know what up. Mugendawa. Yo, fam. Mugendawa. There are people sleeping at internal at immigration. Day in, day out. Oli nasulayo, nenkera nasulayo, ngalinze passport. Just December here. December here, you could get a passport with ease. Just December here, you could actually get a passport while you do it online. Sicho, you could get an appointment and everything online. My question now is, why are there close to 1,000 people on a daily on that street trying to get passports? One, where are all these people going? Two, why are they going? Three, how has the system failed and how come it has gotten to this if it has been working perfectly fine for the, okay, not perfectly fine, but it has been doable. We all go past. It has been doable. These people have been going for the longest time possible. My question is, what the fuck is going on? I'm listening to the stories of what's happening at immigration and I'm like, what is wrong with this fucked up country of mine? What is wrong? Omana na kugamba mbunze, bangamba ngende nsasulayo ezomu banka. Nozi sasulayo. Bozi sasulayo ne bakuwa appointment. No sulawo. Bofuna appointment okuyisawo from the gate just to go in. The person there is going to ask for a bribe of not less than 200k. Bova kwoyo. Owo okugeti akukirizo yingira premises. Gwogendo tula naye for an interview naye ino mulabamu. Ekitono 15 abiri bwebityo. These guys are in there robbing us clean of something that is our right. Sam, isn't it my right to have a national passport? It's my fundamental right. It is my fundamental right to have a passport. Why am I supposed to go through hurdle after hurdle after hurdle just to acquire one? And that's not just even for passports. I do not know oba government yetu dene enywa mwenge bigere na eba ina chebakoze tetuchimanyi oba munonya musala gwaba MOP oba munonya za inauguration tetumanyi. First Technologies was wiped out. They brought government to sit into First Technologies. Where to get it? I have a friend who went to First Technologies just to renew. Ladies and gentlemen, not to get a new one. Renew. Sam, what month was that? November? Was it November, December? Since December, alinze bamukubire achime pamitie. People are telling you go to First Technologies right now. You will get your permit after 8 months or 6 months. So someone explain what the fuck is going on in these government institutions. I do not know why we have a problem. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. First Technologies was not broken. Was it broken? It wasn't broken. Why are you fixing it? Same thing goes for immigration. It wasn't broken. Who tried to fix it? How we know someone tried to fix it is the chaos that is there right now. I can guarantee you. Situke sawe no genda ku Old Port Bell Road olabe. Wakutewe what? But that is just on the surface. Let's get back to the point of why are all these people, I know it's their fundamental right. Why is it all of a sudden all these people are deciding to get passports? I know for a fact wali agenda sula ku immigration street yeyo. Mbu agenda funa passport agitwaleka. Mbu I just need a passport. Taliyo. Bonna bayina gye baagala okugenda. Dear government, where are all our children going? And why hasn't even just the parliament sat down and taken a minute to question the state on why we have that much labor force leaving the country? So hours are going. which means you're going to bring us Chinese to do our labor. Is that what we're doing now? Abafe bagende buwarabu mutuletera aba China bebaba bakola ejawan. I see it. I see it. I'm just yo. And we thought Nira was annoying. Me, every time I hear someone works at Nira, I curse them. I curse you, your relatives, their grandparents, their ancestors, the first person who came from your lineage. I curse. Nira is the most complicated thing. You go to Nira just to get a birth certificate. A birth certificate, which you have to have. These mofos will. Baja chiwamvu yabana yenze nyino musajja ku Nira. Sajja zamanyize njogera video. I also wanted my birth certificates for my kids very, very fast. So of course they told me there's a guy. Who knows a guy? Who knows a guy? Being a Ugandan, I'm like, I would like to know the guy. Who knows a guy that knows a guy? Chenjagalo bagamba wali abakuba ku mitwe naye abanira bo bakuba ku mitwe. Oli akubba n'omutima ogwo. I also ate a bribe, mama. I gave them like a small money. Have I ever seen that guy again? To this day. So I'm like, you know what? Serves you right, you know. Go through the right process and get them papers. All I can say is if I hadn't bribed, my son was not going to do P7 this year because he had no need number. So you get the kind of institution I'm talking about. You do. What is going on? Why is everything in shambles? Why is everything in shambles? Is it the political season? Scattered. The only thing this state is paying attention to are two things: our bombardiers and the COVID cases. Those are the only important things in this country. Ebyo batuwadde update bombardier yokubiri ezetu jinaziza tujitadde mu fuel baji paintings ebuse tuina Rolex buli kimu bakyogeddeko. Something is off in this country. And of course, the proud sponsor of this here episode is none other than Anita's Avenue. Now, of course, they are specializing. They are a retailer online-based company. Now, what they specialize in is USA and Canadian cosmetic brands. In case you want a very trustable, ideal partner for all your makeup needs from all these different countries with good brand names and genuine quality, that's all you have to do is go to www.anitasavenue.com. Check out what they have in store for you and how far and wide they can ship. This won't be a disaster. We all know what happens when you're trying to do online shipping in my country. Gigi taught us different. They did. So in case you want just some genuine quality, real brands from USA and Canada for your makeup online, it's quite simple. www.anitasavenue.com. Eskembuga. Before I run this story, and Davideko ku Eskembuga. Amugamba mpi ankubireko ku kasimu because things are about to get funny. So apparently, a couple of people reached out to me. I want to first find out if the story is true. That is why I am saying, dear Eskembuga, holla at me. Because they have sent me some stuff here. It is not going to be fun. Oh. So this girl claims, Eskembuga agenda na baba na bagende bweru. Ate bweru wa. Arab countries. So I'm like, SK? Ataferegwe? He's SK. He's rich. Ataferegwe agenda funa some small money. Explain it to me. So she says, apparently, this is how the whole scam works. SK nkugambye, you have 24 hours to respond. Apparently, SK has this whole situation that goes on. Now, we don't know if it is SK Mbuga or if it is just an account that is pretending to be him. All I know is that I have the phone numbers of every accomplice that is part of this. So the story is, this guy literally targets abana bakagende Dubai, Omani, Arabu, Qatar, Now what he does is he sends them Facebook requests. So as a person who is just landing in Qatar, you feel like you have just arrived, you see a Facebook request from SK Mbuga. You get excited, you say, okay, hit that accept. Soon as you accept, he apparently asks you, so how are you? What are you doing with your life? I like to see people who are hustling. You see, even me, is innocent as any, I'm nice. I'm like, what you? Oh, I thought it was going to be as juicy as him saying, this is state money, but nah, it didn't go there. She says, so he starts the story like that, and then what he's insinuating is that I never saw Uganda, first of all, in the 21st century, there are people who are very uncomfortable in their country. They are so broke that they can go to Arab countries to make money, just to live a life. And they still believe in the devil and juju. You have got to be the stupidest person ever. Stupidest. But hey, everybody's mentality is different. So what happens is, he tells you, I have this witch doctor, he can hook you up, he's cool people. So apparently, the witch doctor is also a part of the scheme. So when you call the witch doctor is going to tell you, yeah, I can fix it for you. Eske will send you, this apparent Eske will send you voice notes of different people attesting to so what it does, he gives you this guy's number, the doctor, then the doctor will ask you for like 20 cows and 20 goats, and then altogether it will be like about 4 million. Then you'll be like, hey, I don't have 4 million, I have like about 2 million for the first start. So what the witch doctor does, he tells you, next thing you know, the witch doctor is telling you, is the 20 other missing goats. So let's go ahead. So you've already given this money, you've given him that money. Meanwhile, she says there's a lot more money that is actually sent in between the transactions, and she sent me all these transactions. And that's how your money gets taken. I asked her, how much have you lost and how did you not see it? She's like, about 8 million. Yo. 8 million for a person working in an Arab country is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So Eskembuga, you have 24 hours to holler at me before this shit pop off. Because if the witnesses that are coming amount to more and there's evidence, fam, these guys are trying to rally up and have you bagala kukola mwaka mondo. Ye mondo aliwa. Chali mweke zairo. Yaduka baba. Ajira abera yetu muwanye. Would now have to see on. So Eskembuga, like I said, you have 24 hours to respond. These girls and these boys, they sent me all this stuff. Someone is going to say, why don't you reach out to him in person? No, I'm not going to do that. Because your victims or apparent victims, all I want to know is that, is the account really yours? And if it is not, why haven't you looked into it? Because someone is about to get arrested on fraud charges. So 24 hours, SK, I give you to respond. Or else, to sabule bigu. There was a hashtag going on Twitter for the past couple of days, and I loved it. It wasn't just it wasn't even a hashtag. You just had to be there. Ibra, did you see it? Where people were throwing back to things that were there back in the day. And then some unkind heart sent me a Zari video. Watching Zari sing, watching Zari sing, and watching her dry ass sex tape, I'll go for the dry ass sex tape. Any day. I would go for her Kalahari desert sex tape. I would go for her Kalahari masturbation tape. I would go for that than hear her sing. Wish child. Nene. Mungena ne mutugamba mufetu ina galoboza aganene naye kana galobozi baby gatula bulungi. Akantu ne kabe yabadde nga katika omanyi buli buddole bw'oluviirwe nga kagenda kagwamu amanda. Mbwagwa tujoga. Nesente ya Ivan semwanga yabona. Esente y'omusajja oyo yabona. Rest in peace. Like, she really thought she could have a career. I watched that video, and even the dancers in the video couldn't believe the bullshit. They were dancing like, girl, stop it. No. We can't. Now Ovudewala Zari. Ovudewala. Jajamvude is real. When I see her going on different platforms and assuring everyone, she was assuring when Tanzanians, Wakanda's Ibra. There's a time she was assuring Tanzanians of, oh, you guys just like to talk about Zari. Assumes importance. Did you say a king? No, come on, she's been flaunting him. The guy who needs some lotion for his hands are always ashy. And they need to do something. Zari, come on. You need to make Bay, I don't know if it's cocoa butter he need or shea butter. One of them, he ashy as fuck, son. With such a beautiful complexion, nigga need to oil the fuck up. But we're happy for you. You know, it's been a minute without her flashing a man in front of us. So it kind of felt nice, you know, that we haven't. Zari reminds me of J-Lo. And what's funny is she's actually a low-budget J-Lo for me. She's like a low-budget J-Lo. She tries so hard to be like J-Lo. So she keeps switching up on these men, but hey, we're happy for her. She's striving. The chick who always says, I am a boss. We don't know what she's bossing up on, but clearly being light-skinned and having fancy clothes makes you a boss. Okay, let's get it together now. I saw, oh, Ibra, do you remember the time when she did a full live and she talked about me? Oh my goodness, I assumed importance. And the best thing she could come for me was all clothes. Zari, I come from a place where my parents raised me telling me, a woman is not what she wears, but what she knows. Use that as an affirmation, darling. You are not what you wear, you are what you know. So if you're going to keep attacking people because they don't drink champagne and they don't wear Balenciaga, fam, you look stupid. I mean, we know you're stupid, but no. Like, I just don't understand it. Don't you people find it dead boring that people wake up in the morning? Back in the day, it was so cool. You'd wake up and see a socialite take a photo on her new car with her license plates living in a nice country, and you're like, hey, mama. Now all we do is scroll, bitch. We scroll. Everybody's doing this shit. It has zero longevity. You can do this shit forever, but at the end of the day, people will lose base. But you're still here. Miaka jamwe. Mbalaba nyoba socialite be Uganda. You still want to abuse people because they don't drink champagne. And they're not driving a Range Rover. And they're not driving. Bitches, you all need to shut the fuck up. We're out here building legacies for our kids. Muliwana moto nyumiza Chanel earrings. Nonkaziria. Omzungu aliya bakola mu sente mbu. I'm a boss. You post your new car. I'm a boss. You post your new Gucci. I'm a boss. Oh, the white man is also smiling. I'm a boss of you. Come on now. Anyway, that's where we were at. I just wanted to send a message to all your socialites and celebrities who feel the only way you can belittle someone or condescend them or make them feel like they have given themselves a level. Huh? Those ones. All of you who feel like because they don't dress like you or eat like you or shop like you, you can talk down to the common man. You are not what you dress. You are what you know. Get you some knowledge. Huh? As of first March, ladies and gentlemen, I told you this COVID thing, we got it. We got it. As of 1st March, Uganda reported 28 new cases of COVID. 28, fam. 28. 28. And among those 28, one was a truck driver. Oh, they're making their way back. They're trying to make their way back, these truck drivers. They're trying. Let me ask. Temunkuba. Mujugiranga COVID yakatani kanga bogera kuba truck drivers abave Tanzania. Mbube batusiga COVID yomunji. Nga beba tena okuja. So Magufuli says there is no COVID in TZ. He has been riding that plane. Are you trying to tell me we have not been receiving any truck drivers? from Tanzania. Because now I'd expect that to actually shoot the numbers up. But we got one truck driver, 28 new cases, 11 were in Kampala. Are we winning? Wash your hands. Social fucking distance. COVID is real. I do not know why the white man sets us up, but he sure does, fam. Yesterday night, I am on the internet, minding my own damn business. I don't know if any of you have seen it. Sam, have you seen that video clip of an apparent mountain in Congo that has, the entire mountain is gold? Like, literally, people have shovels. You just shovel out, put in your can, wash out, and you have nuggets of gold. It's like El Dorado altogether. So I see it on the internet. In my head, I'm like, who was stupid enough to let this get on the internet? Didn't you guys watch Blood Diamond? Didn't you? There's somebody out there already going to say, yeah, we need to go to Congo and build more roads. We need to go to Congo. They need a good education system. There is somebody out there going to do that shit. Wasn't Congo the last person recently to talk about hashtag Congo is bleeding? Mulinda kwa mlabeza mugendo kukuba. Mugendo kuba hashtag alwa mount yenemu if it's true though. Because you know the internet is not so true lately. But if it's true though, why were you stupid enough to videotape that shit and send it to the world? As we speak, As we speak, I am trying to find out if I have any Congolese relative who can pick me up. I believe I can dig. Ibra, you wanna come? All we need is like what? 4 basins of soil? Change our lives drastically? Get me an armored car? Ibra, what you want? You also want an armored car? Sam, what you want? You want an apartment? Which type? Like Magere? You want a Concord or Magere? Yo, we could start planning right about now, people. We could start planning right now. You know, the Congo is not so far away from us here. And last I checked, the Congo should be friends with us, right? With Uganda. We're building roads. We've helped keep some peace there. So, boys, shall we do this? Twala chibaketi bafu. Just saying. Oh, another piece of information that shouldn't slide you by since we're talking about COVID. So they're officially going to start a vaccination in my country on the 10th of this March. Okay? This March, right here. And of course, we all know how they're going to roll it out, you know. They have given you the people who are getting it first. Say older citizens, you know, health workers, first responders, teachers, and all that stuff. They are giving it out. And as I was checking on the Ministry of Health Twitter platform, they say, yes, everyone is going to get. It is for free. We don't know if we're all going to get though, because they have just brought for 46% of the population. 46%. So the rest of you better not mess around and catch the Rona, because you'll get it. But here's the fun fact though. As I was taking in all that information, my favorite, you know why I call him my favorite journalist? Because for me, it's so funny. I read these people like scripts. I know what they're going to do, so it's always hilarious, you know? So Canary goes to his Twitter and he goes like, so the government and the ministry is going to appoint security agencies to be in charge of the COVID vaccines in order for them not to be stolen. I was like, first, wait a minute. Basically, what you're trying to tell us is that the thieves are the ones going to be in charge of what you don't want stolen. Can I rephrase it? The thieves are going to be in charge of what you don't want stolen. Sad, sad. While other countries are begging its citizens to please come and get the shot. In Uganda, we are worried that someone will steal the vaccines. Have a contrasting baby. But it is not a worry that comes from nowhere. How many first families, when I say first families, it doesn't mean just the one. There are many, many. Yes, every family in Uganda is a first family. How many first families do you know who are going to go and masquerade as older citizens? They'll bring the jaja, the mother, the uncle, the son, the grandchild, the gatekeeper, the chicken, the hens, everyone. And then you will show up at that hospital as an older citizen and they're like, if I'm getting this COVID vaccine, Sam, do you think you're going to get the COVID vaccine in this country? Are you getting it? Are you anti-vax? I am anti-vax. But that's my thing. You know, that's my own thing. I'm anti-vax. Ibra, do you think you're going to get the vaccine? When it comes, are you getting it? You're going to stay social distancing for life? Because I'm going to call it the baby. Because who would want to stay alone? But then again, guys, forgive me, but I don't understand this vaccine. I don't. Does it prevent you from catching the COVID? No. Does it stop you from spreading it? No. Does it, when you get it, does it mean you don't have to wear a mask or two? No. So if my entire family got the vaccine, right? If we all got the vaccine, does that mean none of us can get it in the home? No. You can still get it. So explain this to me. Why am I getting a vaccine that is still telling me I can still catch it? Imagine that in your career. Imagine if they gave you a polio vaccine, and they told you, yeah, we're giving you the polio vaccine, but the chances of you catching the polio are still high. Imagine. I mean, I don't get it. They say the whole purpose is it helps protect you from death and stuff like that, you know, or going through the whole episode of it the wrong way. Well, when we look at the mortality rate of COVID, it's 99.2. It's not that high. What am I saying? I'm not a doctor. But yeah, AstraZeneca is in the country farm. We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about Lumumba and all these people. I'm not going to talk about Ruas and what is the girl's name? Anything else we feel we haven't gotten into today? Because I feel like I'm not going to delve into anything more. If you ask me one more time about what's happening with the People's Court, I have told you. Please, let us know your judgments on the People's Court. How is it going? So wait, did Bobi say what his next plan is after this? What about FDC? So, some idiot who was like, this might get me beaten. Someone was like, Mbomwana fewali waya tugambye Bobi bamuwa kanta ya sente. I was like, Wanje? Omanyi kanta ya sente. Kanta! Omanyi kanta ya sente. Omanyi kanta ya sente. Omwana akuwebbaasa n'owulira ng'obulamu bukyusa omanyi kanta. Nga bagikyusiza ne bagiparkinga wano ng'ejjuddemu obw'emitwalo 5. Kanta. Anyway, all I'm saying is it seems like we are on the right path to living these next 5 years in peace. Sicho, we're going to go back to how we were. That's how we are. Ain't nothing wrong. We're not going to complain that much. Actually, by Easter time, Uganda is going to go back to Sabula Bigu. Sad if you ask me. Sad. But that's my time anyway. Of course, another proud sponsor on this here particular episode is none other than Nutri-Colon Cleanser. Yes, now for all of you who have been asking, what is Nutri-Colon Cleanser? It is quite simple. It's a cleanser for your colon. Yes, echenda, echinene. Chibera chinamu kachicha mungi. Chisobola okulwaza cancer n'ebirala. So all you have to do using Nutricolon cleanser, it's quite simple. It is plant-based, it is herbal, has no adverse side effects. Just do it for you, for your gut. For your gut. Don't you want to live healthy? Don't you? And ladies, it helps snatch your waist. You can ask me, I used it. But other than that, it's been my time. I'll catch you on the flip side again sometime this week. We're trying to have as much consistency as we can. Your people keep complaining. We are going to try. Really, Ibra, did you give me the FU? By the way, when these episodes are late, it is two people. Ibra and Sam, not me. I'll throw you all under the bus, man. Not forgetting, and Derek too. Y'all are the problem, not me. For now though, you can always catch me up on any of these social media platforms. For all of you who still want to give us business, there is a number and an email address that is floating by in this scroll. Make sure to hit us up and let us know. Let's grow your business. Let us grow together. Yeah. It's been my time. I'm out. Peace.